Wow! Live here at the heart of Los Angeles, California, we have a global icon that is SB19.
This is just the first step to promoting or having the Filipino music recognized by the world.
I don't wanna, ayoko po mag-assume or talagang mag-sound mayabang. Pero syempre, lahat naman ng mga artists kagaya namin, syempre, ang pangarap talaga is talagang, yun nga, i-dominate ang mundo, ang music industry, mapakilala talaga sa buong mundo. Kumbaga, yung yung OPM, makilala talaga sa buong mundo na parang how Hollywood and yun nga, other genres did it, parang tayo din, kaya din natin yun sa pamamagitan ng ganito, cultures and art.
Mukhang kayo na nga ata yung susi para talagang maging household name na rin talaga ang Pinoy. Anong plano nyo sa world domination na ito? Mukhang yan ang trajectory ninyo, di ba? Where do you guys see yourself in the next few years? Siyempre, because it's inevitable. You're dominating the charts and a lot of people, not just in the Philippines, madami ng 18.
We value our craft so much na gano'n namin talaga tinitingnan yung craft namin na sacred ito.
The quality will only get better and better.
For a lot of artists and bands, legacy is important to them. You are one of today's most successful artists, now known as the P-pop king. And your music is generally well received. What is the legacy SB19 wants to leave in music?
You cannot talk about P-pop without talking about SB19. While pioneers like Accelerate and MNL48 laid the groundwork, it's undeniable that SB19 redefined the genre and propelled it into mainstream.
Sa Pilipinas, ang pinakasikat na idol group ay ang SB19. Sila ang nagsimula na mahumuhunan sa mahabang training under a Korean training program. Sila rin ang unang grupo na nagkaroon ng malakihang fandom. Kaya sumikat ang P-pop.
The very identity of P-pop as we know it today owes much to the unprecedented success of this trailblazing group. Their groundbreaking success didn't just elevate their own careers, it proved to the industry that P-pop had a place on the world stage.
So saludo kami sa SB19 dahil sa ginawa niyong being the trailblazers sa larangan ng idol group sa Pilipinas. Pagkatapos ng SB19, syempre nagsunura ng ibang grupo dyan. Kaya po noong 2018, nagsimula kami magplano.
Before SB19, groups often disbanded after a few years, unable to sustain themselves in a market that lacked belief in their potential. SB19 shattered that narrative, enduring years of relentless hard work before sparking a wave that would change everything.
Siguro po, I just want to say na right now, kami po ang grupo namin SB19, we are really, really happy. Kasi nung nagsisimula pa lang po kami, wala talaga kaming friends. Now, we have everyone here. And I believe there's strength in numbers. And I believe someday, may tatalaga na talaga or magkakaroon talaga ng P-pop as a genre na makikilala all over the world. And I think one thing that this P-pop con matutulungan talaga is yung pagkakaisa ng mga fan bases. Kasi no matter what happens, kami talaga, yung mga grupo dito, magkakaibigan kami. Alam mo yun, we share one heart. Talagang buhay na buhay yung pusong Pinoy sa amin. If our fans do have that as well, I think hindi talaga malabo na makilala yung kultura ng Pilipino sa buong mundo. Yun lang po.
Over 6 years since their official debut, their vision of P-pop gaining global recognition is steadily becoming a reality.
There's growing hype over the global rise of P-pop. Reporter Hannah Gelbart from the BBC's Watching the World podcast has been to the Philippines to meet one of Manila's top bands, Alamat, and find out if P-pop could really be the next big thing.
Some P-pop bands like SB19 have already made an impact on the international music scene.
We are definitely not rivals, but more of we are brothers in the P-pop community.
Their journey showed the industry and the fans that P-pop could be more than a niche. It was their success that convinced huge companies to finally invest in the genre, funding and supporting other groups in the hopes of replicating what SB19 achieved.
We
have had so many achievements in the past few years, especially a lot of firsts when it comes to music from the Philippines or Filipino music, especially on Billboard. I'm wondering what those achievements mean to you and kind of being one of the first groups from the Philippines to achieve something like that.
SB19 wasn't just part of the movement. They were the foundation. Without their breakthrough, the opportunities and benefits that newer groups enjoy today might never have existed. Their success didn't just open doors for other groups, it also shifted perceptions for a less critical and negative reception by the public and the media. Their legacy isn't just about their music, it's about paving the way for the genre itself. SB19's commitment to promoting not just their own artistry, but the pride of the Philippines is powerfully reflected in their song, What?, where they encourage listeners to embrace pride in both their nation and themselves.
Gusto po namin ipakita yung individuality ng bawat tao. Kahit sino ka pa man, maging proud ka sa sarili mo kasi magiging magaling ka pag naging proud ka sa sarili mo. Hindi lang po siya basta maganda pakinggan sa tenga, maganda panoorin, pero po yung pinakamaganda po dun is yung pinag-iisip niya yung mga tao. Kasi po yun po yung maganda parang gumagana po yung imagination ng mga tao. Maganda talaga na pinag-iisipan yung art na ilalabas. Anyone can write about anything. Yan po kasi yung power ng music. Yung individuality ng bawat tao. Malakas tayong lahat kung maniniwala tayo sa sarili natin.
SB19 also stands out for incorporating Filipino culture into their music through clever wordplay and storytelling, as seen in songs like Mana, Mapa, Kalakal, and the globally viral hit Ganto. These tracks not only highlight the group's creativity, but also reflect their dedication to showcasing the richness of Filipino heritage to the world.
So, for our first international collaboration, we definitely would like to, put the beautiful Filipino language in there. So that's why we decided to, write it in Filipino.
Rather than merely seeking to be heard, SB19 aims to make the Filipino identity known and celebrated internationally.
Siyempre, yung pinaka-goal ko namin is to break the current or introduce or put Filipino music and culture in the global scene.
This cultural emphasis has inspired newer P-pop groups to follow suit, weaving Filipino elements into their songs and reinforcing the growing movement of pride in Filipino artistry. It will come as no surprise when P-pop groups of today continue to emulate SB19's approach, creating songs that pay tribute to their roots, address important issues like mental health, or explore universal themes with a uniquely Filipino perspective.
Sa mga gusto ko po talagang nababasa ko nadidinig, yung parang nag-share po yung mga tao dun sa kung anong effect ng kanta dun sa kanila. Kasi po, as a songwriter, parang sobrang nakakataba po ng puso whenever people, parang you're able to move people through your music. Yun, diba po? Parang nai-inspire sila, parang namomotivate sila, parang nag-iisip sila kung ano yung mga bagay-bagay na pwede nilang gawin sa buhay. Ayun po, kasi parang through that, parang kami po, SB19, matatapos po kami. Pero yung thought or yung idea mo, nag-live through other people, yun po yung pinaka-biggest fulfillment ko.
SB19 has already set the standard for P-pop music that entertains, inspires, and sparks meaningful conversations.
Through the music, na-share naman namin yung gusto namin sabihin. And we're happy na a lot of people, yung song nag-resonate sa ibang tao. Na talagang meron din silang iba't ibang storya na na-share nila na talagang nakakagaan daw ng loob. Even na storya namin yung ipinahayag namin yung sa music. So
SB19 is neither the Backstreet Boys of the Philippines nor the BTS of the Philippines. SB19 is SB19. Unique, powerful, and unyielding. Their legacy is built on pure will, determination, and passion, which is reflected in their songs and the loyalty of their fan base, called 18. Their bond isn't just about supporting the group, it's about supporting each other in this shared journey. The mutual admiration between SB19 and 18 is unbreakable, and it's something that every artist aspires to build in their career.
Dahil din sa mga fans namin, sobrang thankful kami dahil naging kilala kami hindi lang dito sa Pinas, and then yung madami na rin mga taong mga casual listeners na po na kahit hindi pa kami kilala dati, nakikita po nila kami, yung music video namin, yung kanta namin, and then na-appreciate po nila. Sobrang sarap lang sa feeling na may mga taong naka-appreciate ng music nyo na pinaghirapan.
SB19 never fails to express their gratitude to their fans, often dedicating songs to them as a way of showing appreciation for their steadfast support.
Parang barko akong naglalayag sa gitna ng bagyo. Sinagip ko sa negatibong dala ng mundo.
Silang ko kung ang pagsamo na sana ay walang magbago. Baka di ko kayanin mawali pa sa iyo. At ngayon kasama na kita wala na kahit na anong bahid ng pangamba.
It's clear that this group's career and longevity in the industry are built to withstand the test of time. They have reached a point where they are free to experiment, take risks, and release music that others might hesitate to. This freedom allows them to remain a diverse and innovative force in the music scene, offering something for everyone, whether as a group or as solo artists.
Lima kami, SB19, mag-testing yung namin, yung personalities and yung mga gusto namin. So, tinry namin i-incorporate lahat ng kaya, ito mga possible. Siyempre, si Pablo ang talaga nag-isip yung mga lyrics and concepts. Pero we try to really, collaborate.
Some have questioned why they pursued solo careers while still being part of SB19, and the answer is simple: because they can.
I'm starting to think that P-pop is really growing because of one factor, and this is because of, I'd like to shout out SB19 here, because they've all managed to go solo and have solo careers. I think one of the key factors or key showings that K-pop was on the rise when a lot of the first groups started to have solo careers that were successful. It shows that, a whole audience can go to only one member of the group but still be a group.
Their loyal fans are there to support them in all their endeavors, knowing that every project is more than just a means to profit. Each release is filled with passion, and that dedication shines through in the quality of their music. SB19 doesn't just create for the sake of creating. They put their heart into every song, and it's this authenticity that makes their music stand out.
They're very supportive. Wala akong masabi sa support nila. So,
doon din mas madadagdagan yung parang story ni SB19 na hindi lang kami basta SB19. Individually, meron kami kanya-kanyang storya, may kanya-kanya kami creativity, ideas na nagbobuo sa SB19.
It's a reflection of all of my experiences, whether good or bad, diba? Mga pinagdaanan ko, and of course, my personality.
But I'm really afraid of doing it alone. And I just feel like I'm not ready yet to do a solo. But one time, Pablo insisted on, just do a solo, I'll write up music for you. And then Justin, he said, gagawin ko music video mo.
There it is. So at the end of the day, like, you had the fear of, wanting to not going solo, wanting to just do SB19, but at the end of the day, the same people were still with you.
Yeah.
Technically, yes, it's your time to be out there on your own, but they're still behind you.
Yeah.
It's nice. Kaya ka rin po pinuhos yung time ko dito kasi I know hot dogs. Ano yung sabihin ng hot dog? Matagal na po nila hinihintay yung album ko. So kaya po ako naglabas ng 2 album kasi matagal ako mawawala. Hindi naman po, pero makikita pa rin nila ako. Pero ako po personally, I want to focus my energy on yung group namin na kasi po, meron kami papalabas sa simula. And po, yun naman lagi namin sinasabi like, siguro ako personally I could sing na wala namang 18, wala din namang hotdog. If it weren't for the door that SB19 opened. So, yun po. Doon po ako nagsimula. So, yun po muna yung focus.
People are naturally drawn to SB19, while blind haters can only watch from the sidelines, knowing they could never deter their success. SB19 isn't just a group of exceptional artists, they're extraordinary individuals. Everyone who has had the privilege of working with them, whether on or off screen, consistently speaks highly of their character and professionalism.
Well, they're humble. Directing SB19, they're so humble.
Bakit sinasabing humble? Is there a...
Ang bait eh. Like, the respect na first time ko silang
Grabe yung sincerity niya nung sinabi niyang ang bait.
But the way they approach me, the way I approach them, we're sobrang connected agad. Parang direct, sige, anong gagawin namin? Ito, kasi I had a special reveal with them, so ganyan. So sinusundan nila. And they're so easy to direct. So sabi ko nga, nabitin talaga ako.
Meet ko din naman ng SB19 sa isang event and napakababait ng mga yun. No? Ang gagaling. Ang gagaling. Nagugulat ako eh. Unang-una, kasi kumakanta sila dun sa holding area namin eh. Sabi ko, ang gagaling, grabe.
When I look at how SB19 and their team, na-realize ko na they really went through all the hard steps of becoming a full-fledged organization and company.
And such unanimous praise is no coincidence. From the very beginning of their careers, when they were virtually unknown, to their rise as globally recognized icons, this group of gentlemen has remained grounded and humble. Their humility, even as they've achieved success, is among the qualities that set them apart. SB19's goal and mission have always transcended fame. Their purpose is rooted in uplifting Filipino talent and culture on the global stage.
Ano ba yung mga gusto niyo pang ma-achieve?
We want din makatulong ng malaki for our country. Kasi po, pag if napakilala namin yung Filipino music all over the world, para mas magiging interested yung mga foreigners sa country natin, mapapakita natin kung anong meron tayo.
Yung mga goals po namin, bukod sa ma-recognize mga Filipino talents, parang lumagana pa po yung parang culture namin na ganito, yung P-pop industry, lumaki pa po. And hindi lang po yun eh, ma-recognize yung buong Pilipinas, may angat din namin kahit pa paano yung economy. Yun po yung mga goals namin and especially makapagbigay ng hope and motivation.
And unlike many who chase success solely for financial gain, SB19's fulfillment comes from sharing their art, their story, and their inspiring journey.
Anytime pwedeng mawala lahat yan. Without the fame, without everything, without the music na syempre nagmumubuhat din sa amin. And kami, SB19, di ba? Parang ano ka as a tao? Dapat mo lagi tatandaan kung sino ka talaga.
They are among the most respected artists in the Philippines, admired not only by fans but also by fellow artists and behind-the-scenes crew members who witnessed their character and work ethic firsthand.
In life kasi, I believe, hindi naman palaging talento. Kung sino lang yung may talento, yun lang yung nagsasucceed. Merong mga bagay na napaka-importante na nakakalimutan ng mga tao na hindi kailangan ng talento. Things that don't require talent para mag-succeed ka in life. Iniisip ng mga tao, palaging talento yung kailangan para maging successful ka. Pero it's not. Ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat is yung mga basics. Doon mo makikita yung attitude ng isang tao towards something that he is doing. Tapos doon din malalaman yung longevity para magtagal ka sa isang karera na gusto mong tahakin. Dapat meron kang pundasyon na matindi.
When the mix team met them for the first time sa Mix Live, lahat good words. Walang, kasi syempre tayo sa showbiz, di ba? Mga pintasera tayo eh.
Aminin na natin.
Konting issue lang, lalaki yan. Ay, alam mo ba, yung artist na yan, ganito, ganyan. Nag-request ng ganito, ganyan.
Domino.
Sila, lahat talaga, all praises sa kanila. Ang babait kasi talaga.
Their success, both as a group and as solo artists, hasn't made them self-centered. Instead, it has deepened their commitment to uplifting others.
Binild namin siya kasi hindi lang po para sa amin, so hindi para sa SB19, but for the future of this industry. Siyempre, ngayon, nag-start kami para i-explore yung business side onesie, at the same time, gusto namin mag-grow pa ito para makapag-nurture din ng talents. Katulad namin na feeling namin malaki yung potential po ng netong ganitong industry at syempre yung kung ano yung nangyayari sa amin ngayon, maituloy-tuloy pa in the future.
Once we get some time para ma-share yung mga ideas namin and yung knowledge namin pagdating sa pagpa-perform, talagang isasagawa namin.
They genuinely celebrate the achievements of other P-pop groups, encouraging them to keep pushing forward.
Before pa naman po nung nagsisimula kami, ang lagi namin sinasabi, sana dumami pa yung group dito sa Pilipinas. Sana dumami pa yung mga, mga P-pop groups talaga dito. Kasi ang hirap talaga na, kumbaga kung gusto natin na tumunog talaga yung P-pop or makarating sa ibang bansa, mahirap naman na isa or dalawa lang yung magtutulungan. Mas maganda pag madami po talaga. Para, di ba po, mas marami, mas malakas. Kumbaga, yun po yung nasa isip namin.
I think if we have this strong force na talagang nagsasama-sama na, dumadami na yung mga grupo, and people will get to know the music of the Philippines, talagang hindi po malayo na marating din natin yung mga nararating ng mga ibang bansa pagdating sa arts and culture. So,
many interviews, you always said na gusto niyong magkaroon ng ganitong klaseng gathering. A P-pop convention where you can inspire other groups and Filipinos would be inspired to support our own music industry. So I want to know how it feels right now na reality na siya.
Very thankful po kami sa mga groups na nandito ngayon, sa lahat ng P-pop groups na tumutulong para ipaglaban po kung ano yung unang pinaglalaban namin. Thank you for joining us and P-pop Rise. Let's go!
SB19 understands what it's like to be an underdog. Once upon a time, they were the group no one in the music industry believed in. The aspiring artists who had to prove their worth in a world that doubted their potential.
Ngayon na para kayong Koreanong Pilipino, meron bang market sa ganon? Meron bang market? Meron bang mga fans club, mga nahuhumaling sa mga Koreano, pero Pilipino, Korean group pero Pilipino?
Kasi akala po ng madami, K-pop, Pinoy K-pop po, pero hindi po. We are actually labeled as P-pop pa din po. Bali po, ang ginawa lang po namin, kasi since we are under a Korean entertainment po, nag-undergo lang po kami sa training, pero ang target po talaga namin is Pinoy pop po.
Now that they've shattered those doubts and continue raising the Philippine flag on the international stage, they make it a priority to ensure that emerging groups don't have to endure the same struggles of feeling unseen or unsupported.
Onesie was established to support them on their goals to support the music industry in the Philippines. So to really uplift OPM.
Gusto namin pagsamasamahin lahat ng passionate, talented, creative people into one zone, yun nga, one zone, and create the best output na talaga maipagmamalaki natin all over the world. So, dun siya nagsimula. Yung mga people working behind, they're rarely credited dun sa ginagawa nila. Pag may artist na nasa front, kasi sila lang nakikita mo. Pero before nandyan yung artist na yan sa stage, before niya maipakita yung skills niya and everything, yung awit na, yung song na na-release, merong mga producers, mixing engineers, lahat yan nag-contribute for you to be able to enjoy this kind of entertainment that we have right now. And gusto ko i-celebrate yung talento nila, yung contribution nila dun sa onesie. Kasi onesie is for everyone. It's not just for artists.
When we were starting as SB19, we didn't have this kind of setup. Wala kaming ganito. Wala kaming someone to guide us to create music and all. Pero sila, they will have the best of the best. They will have the support na pwede nila makuha from us.
You see, SB19 doesn't just believe in their own success, they believe in the dreams of others. They have laid the foundation for the next generation of P-pop artists, showing that there's room for everyone to thrive, and that every dream is worth believing in.
My favorite line was, "A million dreams for a world we're gonna make." And right now, I feel like we're more than a million already. Diba? And yung million dreams na yun, sama-sama natin tutuparin. Para sa industry, para sa P-pop, maraming salamat po.